Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. In today's video we will be visiting the PTR. There are so many amazing new things happening, bug fixes, new features, and I wanted to get busy testing them and providing you guys with as much info as I could on how things fit into the game, if they are good or bad, and honestly if they are even working. So in today's video we will be looking at one of the new events they added to the open world on the PTR, specifically Rafflebones the Collector. So in the patch notes, they describe him as Rafflebones the Collector. Rafflebones rummages around to Turnham for lost treasures and goods. He will spawn all around the map at various levels in every territory. When players encounter Rafflebones, they will have 45 seconds to kill him in order to get rewards or else he'll flee. Players will always be awarded a named weapon. In addition, level 60 players will be given an obsidian gypsum on kill of any level Rafflebones. Rafflebones who are found in zones that go above level 60 will award level 60 players with 500 umbral shards as well. To me this sounded amazing. Not only does this add a creature into the game that we can hunt, as well as potentially stumble across as we do our farming or other mundane tasks, giving us a shot at dopamine, but it also provides everyone with a really great way to get some amazing gear for our characters. So let's have a closer look at this event and see what we have learned. First of all, Rafflebones is a random spawn. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to where he spawns. I've encountered him on the road, in NPC towns, in caves, he is simply everywhere. Which I do like. If he had designated spawns or spawn times, I think it would really diminish the potential fun aspect he would offer. He can spawn as it would appear in any zone, and his level ranges based on the max level of that zone. But the ones that we will be after will of course be the level 66 ones. But truly, any that spawn in Reekwater or Shattered Mountain, and even Eden Grove, are definitely worth killing on sight. The drops they provide in terms of gear won't be anything amazing, but they drop other stuff you will want, as you will see later. When you see Rafflebones, he will look like those lost explosive guys with the barrels on their backs. They used the same model, which was a little disappointing. However, his colors are different and he has a bright gold glow. He is also golden elite, but don't fear this as he does not fight back once engaged. He just runs away, and he is fast. You will have a timer once he is engaged to kill him, and if you fail to catch him before the timer expires, he will explode leaving no loot. So be sure to kill him fast, as you will only have 45 seconds, which sounds long, but if you engage him in a place where there are a lot of other NPCs, this can get crazy really fast. It is a good idea to be prepared if you have killing Rafflebones in mind, while farming in high level zones. He is resistant to thrust damage and will take 15% less damage from thrust weapons, and also very resistant to void, taking 40% less damage from void weapons. However, he is weak to strike damage, taking 10% more damage with strike weapons, 15% more damage from ice, and 30% more damage from nature. So you can see it'll be very advantageous for you to have those weapons on hand, because you are expected to kill him in a very short timer. Now, why would I be so excited about his loot table? Well, I will try to explain. With the recent changes in the February patch, players who maybe are not fully geared and still developing, who do not have a lot of access to the loot that drops in mutations, were struggling trying to get their first named items over level 590, but then on top of that to get the umbral shards to push those items that they finally had gotten over 600 plus. These struggles got greatly reduced thanks to the devs making umbral shards a lot easier to acquire in that patch. Now where the struggle lies is with getting named items. I know there are many great named items that drop from inside expeditions, many even best in slot. However, there has always existed in the game named items in the open world for players that can arguably also be best in slot. The problem up until now has been the amount of odds that exist in order for you to get one of these rare named items, like Weightless Saber for example. This rapier is amazing and up until now, near impossible to get. Getting it would be like winning the lottery because here is how the loot table works to farm it. As it stands right now, if you are wanting Weightless Saber, or honestly any named item that comes from world drops, you are looking at first a roll of 1 in 10,000 that you will even get an item from the named item loot table. Then if you are lucky and hit the jackpot, you meet another roll of 1 in 580 in the table of named items that exist in the open world drop bucket. So you can see your chances of getting an item you actually want are very, very remote. So how does Rafflebones change this? Well, Rafflebones skips over the 1 in 10,000 roll. When you kill Rafflebones, he will always drop the named item, which is why I said earlier you will be wanting to target him at 66 plus for those 590 named items. So now you are simply rolling a 1 in 580 for your desired named item, which by no means am I saying makes it easy to get the item you want. But let's be real, a 1 in 580 guarantee sure beats rolling a 1 in 10,000 first to even have a chance at the 1 in 580. So what I'm saying in simple terms is this: Rafflebones 100% of the time drops a named weapon, randomly rolled from the named item bucket. And on top of that, he also drops enough umbral shards if you kill him at 60 plus to fully upgrade an item to 600 gear score, if you have the 600 expertise in that slot. Now, here's where the confusion comes into play. I have seen a lot of people commenting on Reddit and Discord about his loot table and linking the New World database loot table, and this is a little misleading. The loot table lists the named items, but it also lists an endless list of randomly rolled legendaries, so people are thinking his loot table sucks. Now, where the confusion is coming from is that he will always 100% drop a named item, but he will also have a chance to drop an additional item or items. So this loot table is just listing his whole potential table, not that it is a named plus one of these random items, which would portray a more realistic representation of his loot table. Does that make sense? Rafflebones also 100% drops obsidian gypsum as an added bonus, which is nice as it cuts down that long farm of minor bosses to get it every day if you stumble across a couple of these guys. So today, while I was on the PTR, I ran into him a few times, and I wanted to share some footage I got of him. Once in Eden Grove and once in Reekwater. Unfortunately, I saw him a couple of times before this, but of course I didn't have my game recording, so I missed out on having that footage. So guys, that's about everything we know so far about Rafflebones the Collector. As I encounter him more in the PTR, and if I discover a pattern to his spawns, I will definitely update you as I explore. But until then, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.